Over the past decade, the gender debate has evolved into one of the most important and polarizing conversations in society. The discussion has expanded far beyond the traditional understanding of male and female identities to include transgender individuals, non-binary people, and a growing movement advocating for gender fluidity. These changes have sparked intense debates, particularly around issues like transgender athletes competing in women's sports, the rights of transgender children, and the political landscape surrounding gender laws and policies. In recent years, the inclusion of transgender athletes in competitive sports has become a major battleground. Athletes born male transitioning to female have sparked heated debates over whether they have an unfair physical advantage, with critics arguing it undermines the integrity of women's sports. On the other hand, advocates say that sports should be inclusive, allowing everyone the right to compete, regardless of gender. This debate isn't just happening in sports, it's also finding its way into schools, healthcare, and even the workplace. And then there's the issue of children and their identity. Many parents and medical professionals now face the question of when is it appropriate for children to start transitioning, whether that means hormone therapy, surgery, or just changing the way they present themselves. There are no easy answers, and the conversation is often deeply personal, emotional, and political. The political landscape surrounding gender is just as divisive. In the United States, for instance, there are growing calls for transgender rights and protection, while some conservative politicians push back with policies designed to restrict access to gender-affirming care or prevent transgender girls from participating in girls' sports. With legislation varying from state to state, it seems that the gender debate isn't just a personal one. It's a legal and political issue that continues to evolve, often driven by deeply held beliefs on both sides. Technology and gender identity. As we move further into the digital age, technology is playing a central role in how we understand and express gender. But technology isn't just changing the way we view gender, it's also helping people change their identities in unprecedented ways. Let's take a closer look at how this is playing out, both in the real world and online. In the medical world, surgeries to transition from one gender to another have advanced significantly in the last 10 years. Procedures that once seemed daunting or out of reach are now more accessible thanks to developments in technology. Gender-affirming surgeries such as facial reconstruction and gender confirmation surgery are becoming more precise, less invasive, and more affordable. Robotic surgery, for example, has made these procedures less risky and more streamlined, which is important as more individuals seek to align their physical appearance with their gender identity. There's also been a major leap in hormone replacement therapy for transgender individuals. These treatments can now be customized to meet an individual's needs more effectively, helping people transition in a way that is less disruptive to their daily lives. And with telemedicine becoming more widespread, hormone therapy and consultations are becoming more accessible, especially for those living in areas with fewer healthcare options. But it's not just about physical changes. The digital world has opened up a whole new realm for gender expression. In virtual reality and augmented reality, people can present themselves however they choose. This is especially empowering for individuals who feel constrained by the physical world. In virtual spaces, people can choose their gender expression, change their appearance on a whim, and interact with others in ways that feel authentic to their true identity. Platforms like Instagram and Snapchat, for example, allow users to experiment with gender presentation through filters and avatars. This has sparked a whole new wave of gender exploration, especially among younger generations. In fact, many people who may have never been able to experiment with their gender identity in the real world are finding the freedom to do so online, whether it's through gaming, social media, or even VR experiences. As we look ahead, there are numerous challenges and opportunities that lie in the path of gender identity exploration. The future holds the promise of more inclusive and supportive environments, both online and offline. However, it also demands continuous effort to address issues like cyberbullying, privacy concerns, and the digital divide. It's a journey that requires collective action and empathy, ensuring that everyone has the space to be their true selves. But this virtual world of endless possibilities also comes with its challenges. As people experiment with their identities in online spaces, it's worth considering whether the line between digital and real identity will become blurred. What happens when we begin to prioritize our online avatars, our digital selves, over our physical identities? Will we lose touch with the realities of our human bodies? And how will technology affect how we see ourselves in the future? The rise of digital identities offers an exciting opportunity for self-expression. For some, it's an escape, a chance to explore who they truly are outside the constraints of societal norms. But for others, it could create confusion, a sense of disconnection between the person they present online and the person they are in real life. And the conversation about gender identity and technology isn't just for adults. Children too are increasingly turning to digital platforms to explore their gender identities. With apps and virtual worlds offering tools for self-expression, young people are finding new ways to understand and present who they are. But with this new freedom comes new challenges. As parents and educators, how do we navigate the complexities of gender identity in the digital age, especially when so many online platforms are influencing how children see themselves? So what does the future hold for gender identity? With technology advancing at such a rapid pace, it's clear that the way we understand and express gender will continue to evolve. Whether through virtual spaces, advanced medical procedures, or digital avatars, the future of gender is not only about who we are in the physical world, it's about how we choose to define ourselves, both online and offline. The question is, as technology continues to shape our identities, will we lose touch with the real, authentic versions of ourselves, or will we finally find the freedom to be who we truly are? Like, comment, and subscribe for more insights on how technology is changing identity.